Hello everyone, my name is Lali Singh. Welcome back to this channel. So in today's video, we're gonna talk about RAG. So RAG is a stand for Retrieval Augmented Generation in the context of LLM. So before jumping into the like a code and diagram, let's understand with some proper example what kind of problem it basically solves. So imagine, let's say I'm working for an organization where I'm building a chatbot with the LLM. Now let's say an user interact with that particular chatbot and search something specific, for example, my name, Singh, right? So in a regular setup, basically it's gonna return the data or return the information what it has. But in this case, like in my chatbot, I wanted to return something specific that I wanted to return, right? So that in that kind of scenarios, basically RAG basically came into the picture. So let's understand with a one more basically let's go to the chatbot and ask the same question. This question: do you know what Lalit Singh? So what is returning? There are several people named the Lalit Singh, and I need to bit more context, right? So once we are like we're done with this code, we gonna ask the same question and gonna see like what it returned, right? So next thing, um, basically. So how basically it's work? So if you remember from my previous video where we are simply passing the prompt to the OpenAI API and we are returning some response, right? So but in this case, in the case of RAG, we wanted to pass the prompt, but we also wanted to pass the some information and we wanted to look the LLM first on the information which we are basically providing, not the on the basically not the knowledge what it has, right? So what we need to do in order to achieve this, basically, first we need to create a document, right? In this demo, we're gonna use a string. Then we have to basically convert these character into the tokens or text token basically. Then we have to convert into the OpenAI embeddings. Embeddings is kind of end of the day basically vectors. Vectors are the basically matrix basically. Um, in the word of machine learning basically whatever the data that we have, but end of the day we have to convert into the matrices and we have to pass to the ML models, right? Then we have to basically we're gonna use this FAISS, basically is the stand for Facebook AI similarity search. Basically it's provide a AI based similarity search and also provide the vector storage, basically these kind of these two solutions basically provide. Here we are basically storing in disk, but in the real world program, in the real world example, we have to go with some external data, proper vector databases, for example, Milvus, right? Once we have the this information these things are ready, then we have to create a retriever object that we need that we're gonna pass to the LLM along with the prompt. So this is what we are doing here. Then once we are done with this query, then we will get the answer that we wanted. So let's go to the code. Okay, so there are few libraries that you need to install. I already added in a requirement.txt that you can install. So so first thing basically we have to import few classes that we're gonna use in a further demo. So next thing basically we are loading the OpenAI key. Now here we are basically preparing the document, right? Here I'm saying Lalit Singh is a software engineer who has a good experience in software development. His core skill Python, data engineering. He live in a Delhi. He loves driving car. So this is something that I uh, wanted to inform LLM about the document or the information that we wanted to look him. Right, and then the first thing basically we have to initialize the text splitter along with the parameter, the chunk size and chunk overlap. And here basically we are converting the document to the text. Now the next item basically next thing that we need to basically initialize the OpenAI embedding, and then we have to convert embeddings into the vector and we have to store in a disk, right? This is something that it doing right now. Once we have the vector database, then we have to convert it to the retriever, right? And here we are basically creating a RAG object and we have to pass the LLM model information, the client information, along with the retriever, right? So now we have the QA Q underscore chain object, which having the LLM information, and we it also has the uh, document or retrieval or document information, right? And the next we have the infinite loop, and here within a loop we having this Q underscore chain where we are passing the user prompt. Without delay, let's run it. Copy. In the meanwhile, let's copy the same equation. Okay, it's loading. Why taking time? Okay, now it's ready. Let me pass the question. Okay. Yes, Lalit Singh is a software engineer, live in Delhi, India, and he has experience with the Python. So this is the information which basically it's returning. Now let's ask some other question. What is Python in general? Okay, Python is a high-level programming language. It's a it's simply simplicity and readability. So this is like a so like it's work both way, right? So this is something that we can achieve with the RAG. So yeah, that's all for today's video. Thank you so much.